Hello, and welcome to The Discriminating Gamer, the Paul Schaefer of board game review shows. The Doc Severinsen of board game review shows. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, today we want to take a look at Age of Ultron, Dice Masters from WizKids.
Did you know that the deepest in the ocean you can go is approximately 2,500 feet before your head explodes? Did you know that even if you swim a couple feet, there are sharks and piranhas and electric eels that would love for you to eat? Come now, children, come and play and listen to the words I say. I do not mean to raise alarm, I just don't want you to come to harm. Did you know?
Age of Ultron Dice Masters was recently released by WizKids, and I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about this new set and what it brings to the game. Now, if you want to learn how to play Dice Masters, you can go back and check out our DC Dice Masters review. We talk more about exactly how the game plays. Here, I just want to talk about this new set and some of the great cards that you can collect with it. This set comes with 10 new basic action cards that are a lot of fun. Some of my favorites include Nasty Plot. Nasty Plot is cool. When you roll the action symbol, you go ahead and you can actually get 2 die, put it in your prep area. I really like the Hulk Out basic action card. It bestows Overcrush on a character of your choice, and it can also, depending on if you roll one of the bursts, it can also give you +1 attack. Coordinated Strike is pretty cool. Essentially, it allows you to deal 3 damage to any character you want, and also it comes with the keyword Teamwork, and that's cool because it deals with affiliations. In this case, if you've got 2 characters with the same affiliation, you can essentially do that damage deal twice, which is a lot of fun. And there are a lot of other really cool basic action cards that come with this set. What's really cool here, too, is you've got, it brings in all of your favorite Avengers. Of course, you've got the Hulk, you've got Captain America, you've got Black Widow, you've got Hawkeye, you've got Thor, the female Thor. I don't know how I feel about that. But it's got all your favorites here, and of course that big baddie himself, Ultron, and his Ultron drones and stuff, and that's pretty cool. And some of the cards you can get too, that you've got Guardians of the Galaxy cards in here. Groot, I'm in love with Groot. Groot is awesome. Groot, if he gets knocked out, you can just bring him right back into the field, but you got to spin him down to level 1. But it's a cool way, because he's kind of, it's tough to get him out of there. There's a Daredevil card that's pretty cool. Essentially, if he's attacking, he can't be blocked by any masked heroes. Bucky Barnes is here, and Bucky Barnes is cool because there's a card when you field Bucky Barnes, if he is not blocked, you can essentially double his attack value. He can be very powerful. There's also a really cool Captain Marvel card, and it's one of my favorites. It's really cool because when she deals combat damage, she actually gets to gain 2 life, so it's a good way to kind of restore your health during the game. Now, I gotta tell you, this set is really cool, but I've come up against some cards that, to me, seem a little overpowered when I played with my friends who were also playing Age of Ultron. You'll have to forgive me, I don't know exactly all of the characters and who they are in the Marvel Universe, but there was one Jocasta card. And this Jocasta card was pretty interesting because whenever you attacked it, essentially it reversed all of the damage you would deal to the enemy back onto you. And so that was kind of hard because you couldn't attack your enemies directly. And it was a very, very difficult card to play with if you don't have it. There's another Kang card that I played against that actually made it so you can't re-roll your dice. So you do that initial roll and you're stuck with it. Maybe you could take health damage or something if you wanted to, but you couldn't just re-roll normally, and that was really, really difficult. There's also a Wasp card I played against, and when it was fielded, if you wanted to activate any global abilities, it actually hurt you. You took damage for it. So that was kind of scary to play against. There's some cards that are very powerful. I don't think they break the game. Maybe the Jocasta one kind of does. But they're tough, and so there's some really tough cards that come with this Age of Ultron set. So if you're, doing this competitively and in tournament style, you got to be on the lookout for some of these very powerful cards. All told, however, I think Age of Ultron is a great addition to this fantastic game of Dice Masters. And if you like Dice Masters, you're going to want to get into it. And if you've never played Dice Masters, this may be a great one to start with. So the recommendation for the discriminating gamer for Age of Ultron Dice Masters is buy it! Thank you once again for joining us today on The Discriminating Gamer. As always, we ask you to please leave a comment for us on YouTube, on Board Game Geek, on our Facebook page, or on thediscriminatinggamer.com. We ask you to please like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube. We are The Discriminating Gamer. And I'd like to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative.
Please somebody help me on my feet again. And I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been. Please somebody help me on the solid ground. It's a long time, and I'll be dying. Once a year I wind up in the band.
Bag. Dice. Roll. Dice Master. Look across the table, your opponent with his beady white eyes. And you start the game, a bag with 8 white die. You roll the dice, you're liking how this feels. Do not be deceived, this game is kill or be killed. So you buy some dice, and your heart beats faster. Is a paradise, or disaster? Is a coincidence that one die is called a die. But to be defeated might also be to die. As it escalates, pawns are defeated. Then you buy the die that you've always needed. Put it in the bag and hope that you select it. Strategy has dots, pray to God you can connect it. So you buy some dice and your heart beats faster. Red, blue, green, and purple, you're a real dice master. Is a coincidence that one die is called a die. But to be defeated might also be to die.